This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 538, Create Your Masterpiece by Joshua Fields Millburn of Minimalists.com, and I'm Justin Malik. This is the podcast where I act as your very own personal narrator for free, mostly from blogs and sometimes from books, and sometimes a combination of the two, which is the case today. I'm reading an essay from Joshua of the Minimalists, but this essay is also featured in the book Essential Essays by the Minimalists, and I happen to narrate that audiobook. So instead of reading to you live, I'm going to save a little bit of time and play you the essay straight from the audiobook. Very convenient for me, and it should sound pretty much the same as a regular episode to you. And you can actually get this audiobook for free. I'll tell you how at the end of the episode. I also have an announcement. I'm planning to be at all 3 of the Minimalist California tour stops in June, probably sporting an Optimal Living Daily t-shirt, so you can find me if you want. And if you want to take it up a notch and wear the shirt also, so I have a chance of finding you there, I can send you one. Even if it's one of their tour stops outside of California, I can still send you one. Or if you're not going to the Minimalist Tour and want to purchase a t-shirt, I'm selling them for only $10 plus shipping to cover the cost of them and the ones that will be given away. Just come by oldpodcast.com and get in contact with me if you want more info about that. But for now, let's hear an essay from the Minimalists and an excerpt from the audiobook as we optimize your life. Create Your Masterpiece by Joshua Fields Millburn. Do you wish you could create something meaningful? Do you wish you had the time to work on that thing you've always wanted to produce, that novel, that piece of art, that passion project? No need to keep wishing your life away. Based on my experience, years of procrastination followed by a couple years of rigorous work, resulting in 2 personal masterpieces, I've written a 16-step guide to get you started on your own masterpiece. If I could fire up the DeLorean and rewind the last decade, this is everything I would tell my 21-year-old self about creating purposeful work. It would have been harsh, but I needed it, and it would have saved me a ton of heartache. Feel free to listen in. Step 1. Look yourself in the mirror. It's time for you to be honest with yourself, young Josh. Either you're accomplishing what you want to accomplish, or you're not. There is no in-between. If it's the latter, then you must admit to yourself you are the only person preventing you from pursuing your passion project. Denial is a heartless bitch, so the first step is looking in the mirror and admitting you haven't even scratched the surface on creating something significant. Step 2. Kill your distractions. Make a list of everything getting in your way. Surfing the internet too much? Get rid of the internet at home. Certain people draining all your time? Get rid of your relationships. Material possessions getting in the way? Get rid of your crap. Step 3. Make time every day. None of us were born equal. We come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different socioeconomic situations. We are not all born on a level playing field. Time is our only equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So get up at 3:30 a.m. if you must. Find 30 minutes before you leave for work. Work through your lunch break. Find an hour after work. If you want it bad enough, you'll find the time. You have the same amount of time as everyone else who has ever created a masterpiece. Step 4. Stop making excuses. I should do this. I should do that. I should. Too often we should all over ourselves. You must instead make change a must. I must create a masterpiece. I must make time every day. I must kill my distractions. Those musts sound far more empowering than your shoulds, don't they? Step 5. Stop worrying. Most people are going to praise you for what you do. They'll be proud of your masterpiece once it's finished. But instead we tend to worry about the naysayers. Guess what? People are going to judge you. Some people are going to think what you're doing is stupid. Others will think you've lost your mind. What other people think doesn't matter. They will be dead soon, and so will you and I. Better get to work. Step 6. Grow a pair of balls. Step 7. Take incremental action. Nearly all masterpieces share 2 commonalities, time and action. You must do the work every day. You won't create your masterpiece overnight, so don't try. It's far more important to work on it each day. In the course of time, your daily actions will add up immensely. Eventually, you'll look in life's rearview mirror and everything will be different. Step 8. Change your physiology. Your brain and your body aren't standing in opposite corners of the room. If you want to stimulate your mind, you must stimulate your body. Do something physical. Walk, run, hit the gym, try yoga, breathe, exercise for 18 minutes a day, trek 500 miles. Just do something to get your body moving. Motion creates emotion. Step 9. Focus. Focus on your masterpiece. Whatever you focus on, you'll create. Think your project is crappy? Then it will be crappy. Think you'll get it done no matter the odds? Then you'll finish it even if you get hit by a bus. Step 10, change your beliefs. One of the biggest reasons we don't accomplish what we set out to accomplish is our limiting beliefs. For years, you've told yourself you'll never be this, you'll never be that, you'll never be good enough, but you're no different from the people who have constructed their masterpieces. The people who create something special, something lasting, aren't necessarily smarter, funnier, better, or more toothsome than you. They simply believed they could do it, and through this belief, they didn't let anything stand in their way. Step 11, become obsessed. Half of passion is love. The other half, obsession. Your masterpiece will feed off your obsession, growing mightily the more obsessed you become. Eventually, you'll wake up thinking about it. You'll go to bed thinking about it. You'll think about it in the bathroom stall. This is good. Let your masterpiece become your obsession. Let it take over. Step 12, cut the fat. Brevity is the soul of wit. Or perhaps more accurately, brevity is wit. Julian Smith's book, The Flinch, is intentionally brief. The entire thing can be tweeted page by page, line by line. Every line was carefully considered. Same goes for everything that remains. Years of work boiled down to a couple hundred pages. Sure, a masterpiece can be longer and more oblique and digressive, but does it need to be? Realize you too can build something massive and then chisel it down to its essence. Do this and people will find value in your work. Step 13, get the old guard out of the way. Are gatekeepers in your way? Can't talk to the person you want to pitch? Can't find an agent or a publisher willing to give you the time of day? Can't get on CNN or MTV? So what? Do it yourself. For the first time in history, you don't need the old guard. We live in an era where the Indians can circumvent the chiefs, taking their masterpieces straight to the tribe. Learn about our indie publishing recipe at asymmetrical.co/how-to. Step 14, make it inexpensive. Money was never the goal of your masterpiece, was it? No, you wanted people to hear your album, read your book, or view your art, to see, hear, feel, smell, and taste your masterpiece. So remove your boundaries and make it inexpensive. Let it go. It's no longer yours anyway. It belongs to the world. Step 15, breathe. Pause and bask in the glory of your masterpiece. Go ahead, take it all in. Enjoy the moment. You deserve it. Step 16, do it again. Return to step 1 and get started on your next masterpiece. This lifetime can contain as many masterpieces as you create. You just listened to the post titled Create Your Masterpiece by Joshua Fields Millburn of theminimalists.com. Again, that's an excerpt from the audiobook Essential Essays by the Minimalists, and you can get that audiobook for free if you sign up for a trial of Audible through my link, which is oldpodcast.com/free. It's a free 30-day trial, and you get to pick an audiobook to own for free. Even if you cancel the trial, you get to keep the book. So again, come by oldpodcast.com/free for that. And if you want to spread the word about Optimal Living Daily by wearing a t-shirt, I'm giving them away to people who will wear them to the Minimalist tour stops, or you can buy one for $10 plus shipping. That'll cover the cost. You can come by oldpodcast.com and get in contact with me for more info. And thank you for listening through to the end. I'm happy you're here and part of this show. I can't believe we're at 538 straight days of doing this. That's thanks to you and the patrons of this show. So have a great Thursday, and I'll catch you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.